Blowing everyone, welcome to another episode of Daily Energy. I'm your host, Aurea Eden. Today's energy is one of self-care. So overall today we want to take care of ourselves. Okay, this is regardless of if anyone likes it or not. I'm going to give you a brief review and then I'm going to go into explanation. So the day is Mother Nature energy. Okay, it's the day that we'll see a lot going on with the earth, eco-friendly type things. This is recycling. This is self-care, beautification, putting on your best suit, your best dressed, all of that good stuff. Okay. The day's energy also brings in the male, female, twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine energy here. I'm getting a lot of his, her energy here. This could be something else, but I'm getting it's bringing in the balance of the two. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting here. Anything having to do with Mother Nature, such as animals, will have a lot of news concerning animals attack, animals care, that type of thing. So let me tell you what the day is in Orion. The day is Arigenu Tithernio de Fry. It is the 31st day of January. Okay, so I was telling you about some of the things you're going to witness today and over the news on the next 1 or 3 days. Okay, this is also a day where I would say it's policing and politics. So we're going to hear a lot coming up in the news about policing and politics. Okay, don't mind my hair. Okay, I got the fix right here. Okay, I got the fix right here. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with this right here. We receded this wig back, and then we're gonna braid this front. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna braid this front and make it look like something. So we got the braid hair right now. So when I tell you I'm talking about self-care, it's me taking care of myself as well. And if you don't know how to do something, just find the style that works for you. Work for you. Find the style that makes you feel good about you, that makes you feel more secure in yourself. Okay, for me, I don't mind throwing on a wig. It could be a blonde, purple, gray. More than likely it's either black or gray or silver. I did the purple hair when I was in the 6th grade, but but hey, whatever floats your boat, go with that. Whatever you want to attract, that's how you should act, so to speak. All right, I'm still learning that lesson too, but at any rate, you want to be drama free. But see, this is the energy today that says, yeah, you want to be drama free. But sometimes even when you try to be drama free, some people will bring the drama. They will bring the drama to you even when you don't want the drama. Okay? So, but this is your day to be drama free, meaning if you're sus of somebody and you feel like they've never really been a true friend to you, or you feel like every time you're around this person, they like mess with your energy, like you get in a bad mood, this is the day not to be around these type of people. I'm telling you, because if you're around them, it's going to cause some fighting. Okay, and this day is the day of self-care. You're not taking care of yourself when you're around people that make you feel that way. It shouldn't have to be that you want to attract your soul tribe. You want to attract your family. Me transitioning, most of y'all know me, as that serious, quiet person that just writes poems or, write all the time. That's because I really like to get my thoughts down on paper, because at times, I fear saying the wrong things because I know there's consequences to everything you put out. And I don't want that smoke. You know what I mean? I ain't about that life. So I try to check with God first on anything that I do. But the very thing that I was running away from was the very thing that he was trying to pull me to. And he's like, go ahead and do it. Because right now, what you're doing is like, you look like a coward. Okay. You look like you're afraid. You look like, like you're afraid of what people are going to think or say about you. So he didn't say it to me like that, but I'm just interpreting when he was telling me to go ahead and put my face out here and make it known that I'm here. Okay? Make it known that I'm here. All right? And I ain't going nowhere until that great, what is that? The great in the morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. The great in the morning, fare thee well. I don't know. Y'all know I'm be knowing these songs. But so it shouldn't be this type of fighting. But the point I was making is that I am now saying, okay, I'm in a transitional phase, because when you met me, I didn't 100% know who I was. But now I know who I am. You see? What I'm here to do and such. So to a lot of people, I'm transitioning and they're going to be like, who is that? Like, who was that said that, oh shoot. Who was that said that? I can't think of, who it was that said it, but she said, you're going to have to get to know, you're going to have to get to know me. Let me reintroduce myself. No, let me introduce myself. My name is Aurea. I was about to say my name is Nika. Some of y'all know me as Nika. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aurea. But anyway, yeah, I really do. Okay, my name is Aurea. Okay, Eden. Okay, but anyways, so it shouldn't be that drama. If they're really friends, then when you're around them, sometimes you're going to laugh, sometimes you're going to cry. Sometimes y'all are going to have disagreements, but y'all come back together again, but it should not always be drama. And if you get around, so I know they say keep your friends close, keep your enemies even closer. But baby, in this season, I don't want to try to survive with my enemy. I want to survive with my soul tribe. So I'm trying to attract my soul tribe. And in order to attract my soul tribe, I must 100% be in my truth, speak my truth, and be myself authentically. So that's what you got to do. Be in your truth. Stop trying to fit your big heart in a small circle. If it doesn't fit, don't force it. Okay? Don't force it, because you may very well be this genius. And they have not caught up to your geniusness. You know, they say it's going to be 144,000. I would hope it's 144,000, but it might be less than that. It might be less than that. Okay, but just know that when you're trying to attract and gain a following, or attract or gain friends, just know that everybody's not included in that number. Do you know there's like over 8 billion people in the world? And there's only supposedly going to be about 144,000 people that's going to make it into the kingdom. So just imagine you can have 20 friends that you've always had, and only one of them sticks with you to the end, even that. All right? So everybody's not going to get it, and everybody's not going to get you. And you should not change for them in that aspect. You shouldn't have to change the essence of who you are. Now, if you're the one causing drama, and someone says, you know, when you do this, it makes me feel like this. And if you really love that person and you value that person, you will look at yourself and say, okay, am I doing something wrong? Yeah, you know what? I am doing that wrong. I should have never said that. And then you'll take accountability and you go to them and say, you know what? I apologize. I wasn't right for saying that. I wasn't right for doing that. You see? Because really, if they're a real friend or if they're someone true to you, if you tell them what they're doing is offensive and they try to at least change it, and you can at least see them trying to change it, that's somebody that you want to keep in your life. Now, this is not the day of friendship. This is day of self-care. But some people are not on that level yet to where they can be by themselves. I had a young lady that said that she's afraid of being by herself. She's afraid of herself. And I was like, how can you be afraid of yourself, my friend, when you have not even met you yet? You're not afraid of you. You're afraid of what people have told you about you. And you believe them because you don't know you. See, the devil knows more about you than you know about yourself. That's why he tells you all kinds of things. And until you get to know yourself, you're subject to believe everything that he told you was the truth. Because you don't know who you are. And that's why self-discovery is so important. That's why it's so important that you get to yourself and get away from the drama, and you take this time to feed into yourself so you can better get to know who you are, what God says about you. Because it does not matter what anybody else says about you. And I'm telling you, it don't matter what you say about me. I've been broken down to dust. Okay, when you've been broken down to dust, what did I tell you? The only thing you can do with me is use me to create. And when I don't want to be used, you ain't gonna use me. That's the energy here, okay? And so I've been broken down to dust. Some of you know what I mean when you've been broken down to dust. You become a resource for others. You see, the sand that you can build castles with. The sand that filters out the murky water that makes the water blue again. So you being broken down to dust was not a coincidence. It was something that was meant to happen on purpose so that you could become something useful. And you don't just destroy things, you clean things. You help purify things. You help make things look better. You see? You help make the glass. Now I'm thinking about a sand right now. You help make the glass that people can consume out of. You see? But anyways, so get to know yourself. And are you going to know everything you need to know right away? It's going to take you time. Slowly but slowly get to know yourself. Especially if you're just coming out of depression, you're coming out of anxiety, you're just waking up, you're just getting your aha moment. That happened to me, but that's not who I am. That happened to me, but that's not where I have to stay. That God has more for me. And so now you're fighting for your life. So one day at a time, that's why I do these daily energy videos. One day at a time, slowly but surely, you will get there. Every step matters. Every single step you take matters. And today's step is to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Give yourself some self-love. It's a day of creativity. It's a day of it's a day of invention. So in the news over the next today we'll see more about things being invented. But this energy, even though it's today's energy, I always like to say the next 1 to 3 days, because people, it'll happen today and then people keep talking about it for the next few days. So it takes a while to catch up, but do what you love. It's a day to get creative. Use your gifted hands. It's also a day to communicate with yourself and communicate with others your needs. Think about nature. This is why this is Mother Nature's energy. This is why this is Earth energy. You can look out at nature and it's like everything works together. That's how you want to be internally and externally. You want to take some time to make sure your internal is working together with your external. It's like the ground cracking to tell the sky that it needs some water. You see, like your environment will communicate to you what it is that you need. And then it's also, you want to put some plans in place. You also want to put some plans in place today after you review and see what it is that you need. Work on your foundation. You see, we were talking about sand earlier. Now you can take that sand, you can mix it with some mud and some straw. I don't know how you make a brick, but I do know that you want to mix some stuff together. Okay. Well, I do know how to make bricks, but I make bottle bricks. And so to make these bottle bricks, what I do, I get me a bottle, I get me some cement, I get me some sand, and I get me some like recycled plastics that I have here, and I mix that in the bottle together and I use it to build. I'll show you that another day. But so you want to use your resources to work on your foundation of building your foundation. Okay. And if you make that foundation out of sand, it could be like quicksand energy. And that's what I'm getting today, is like quicksand energy. This could be mudslides. But I'm getting unstable foundations today. Let that not be you, and work on your home front, work on your foundation. Yesterday was a clean day. Today could be a clean day as well, if that's what you need. Sometimes I find I have more energy on days like today and tomorrow. And I just want to stay around the house. And the reason why I want to stay around the house is what I will tell you next, is that, today and tomorrow, be in the house at a decent hour, go to speed limit, follow the law. Because what did I tell you earlier? It's the energy of policing and politics. This is a day that if you do something illegal, you're likely going to get caught. Tomorrow as well. There's also an increase in over the next 2 days in violent activity, shootings, stabbings, in addition to the energy of yesterday. You see? So although this is a day that there's conception, there's birth, there's growth, this is also going to be a day of dance, of music, of artistry. And speaking of which, I'm getting something about a hive. This could be something that causes one to get hives. It could be allergic reaction. Or this could be the beehive responding to someone that wants to get out the way with Mother Sister Beyonce. And they say something, they try to attack Mother Sister Beyonce, and what ends up happening is like the beehive goes after them. This is something that might happen over the next 1 to 3 days. But I'm getting beehive. I'm getting hive, okay? I didn't get beehive, I got hive. And when I think of hive, I think of the beehive. So a lot of people want to come from the beehive, right? A lot of people want to come for Beyonce. But I really feel like she's misunderstood. Sometimes, you remember when I said it takes people a while to catch on? It takes people a while to catch on. That means it's going to take people a while to catch on to who you really are. It's going to take people a while to catch on to what you really believe. See, they think you're asleep, but you're really awake. One of the first awakened. Maybe she just knows what y'all have yet to discover. And just like me, you call her a witch, right? And it's so irritating sometimes that the ones called a witch are often called a bitch. Oops. Oh, often called that too. Are often called a witch by those who say they walk for Christ. But they don't know that Christ walked with the gypsies. And he gave them a home. And they gave him a place to lay his head. And he ate and he drank with them. And so it's because people are stuck in the box and they don't understand the things that are outside the box. And then they start saying Illuminati, Illuminati. And they are talking about an organization. But they forget that some people claiming Illuminati are simply saying that they're illuminated. And some of them have seen something. And so they know what is out and about. Now, is there devil worshippers in the world? Yes. Is Beyonce one of them? I don't think she is. Matter of fact, I know she's not. She can't possibly be. If you know, like I know, you know that she cannot possibly be a devil worshiper. Does she know some stuff? Absolutely. Can she make some stuff happen? Absolutely. But this is why I tell you there's a lot more going on than what meets the eye. And people who are on the outside looking in, they're going to call your geniusness witchcraft. You know, women created beer. And a lot of the medicines that you know. I was doing, I think it's called gematria. I don't know what is gematria. It's supposed to be Hebrew numerology, Jewish numerology or something. And so I'm still learning more about it. But I did mine. And I found out some stuff. Okay? It's something to look into, okay? So there's a lot going on that people don't understand. And yeah. Okay, I spent too much time on that. But treat yourself, because I'm passionate about it. I don't like when people do that. But I can't do nothing about, how people feel. They feel the way they feel. And I have come to learn that. But I guess I'm so passionate about it because it happens to me all the time. And I know who I belong to. You might not know who I belong to, but I know who I belong to. You think I'm serving the devil, baby. I can't even possibly serve the devil. The devil is scared of me. The devil is scared of me. You don't know this. That's where I was going with that earlier. The devil is scared of me. When I walk into the room, he walks out. His demons stay, but he goes the other way because I'm light and he cannot stand the scent of me. He cannot stand to be in my presence. The devil is scared of me. That energy that we call the devil, he's scared of me. He's scared of what I'm going to say. He's scared of what I'm going to do. And he think he wants me sometimes, but then next time he get in the same room, he say, nope, I don't want her. I'm done with her. See, some of you have been written off, and people think you're the devil because they think they're holier than thou. But really, they're not. And the reason why this keeps coming up, even though I keep trying to press it down right now, is because I am getting a lot of religious talk today. Religion, reverend, is in the energy today. And one of the things that God is giving me is that, they finna mess around and find out. Because I don't know what's finna go on, but he's about to start showing some people what he is about. And I say he, but I mean them. And her is one of them. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But I'm talking about the Father. I'm talking about the Father. And the Father, oh baby, the Father will take some things down. And I see I don't know if this is going to happen over the next 1 or 3 days, but I see a major pier collapsing. Like a pier on a beach. I see it collapsing. And so I don't know what pier this is going to be or why it's going to happen. This could be an earthquake. I'm either getting I'm getting earthquake, I'm getting mudslides. I don't know if it's a tsunami, but I definitely get like an earthquake, but something causes this pier to collapse. And the reason why I say earthquake is because it's like a split. Something splits apart. Something is severed. Okay? Severed. Okay? So I'm also getting talk about outer space. There's going to be a lot of talk about outer space. Elon Musk, outer space. I feel like the powers that be, that think they are going to be meeting with foreign officials. I get His Majesty, Her Majesty coming in. The beginning of something new. This, we're not at the, for some of us, we're at the beginning. I said it's not over for you. It's not over for you. You're at the beginning. We're at the beginning. And some others, they're at their end. Their time is up. They've been here long enough. Reaping, is it reeking or reaping? Doing all that they do, the bad things that they do. They've been here too long. And it goes like in the biblical aspect of things, when you think about the wheat and the tares, why Jesus, the one we call Jesus anyways, did not separate the wheat from the tares at the time in that parable. Why he did not do that at the time, although he could have, is because a lot of times we call those things that are good bad. We put labels and call them bad because we don't understand it. We don't understand that they are actually doing what they're purposed to do. And so we label them bad, although they're not really bad. We just don't like the way they do what they do. They might be too real. They might not lie to you in your face like some people do. And you might think they're bad. For some reason, they might dress a certain way. And you might think they're bad. But God knows them better than you do. So when the reason why he did not do that was for that reason. See, they're not really bad. They're presumed to be bad. It's an assumption that they're bad. God is not looking for those who are in their learning phases to wipe away. He know they're babes. He's trying to get the wicked out. The things that's going to harm you, the evil. So the reason why the wheat wasn't separated from the tares is I'm going to give you time to change your ways. I'm going to give you time to show me who you really are. Surely this generation shall not pass away until the Son of Man returns. You had time, and time to get it together. Pharisees and Sadducees, time, and get it together. And yet you still have not gotten together even to this day. You're still doing the same type of things that crucified my love. But instead of crucifying my love, you're crucifying each other. So you haven't changed and you haven't got it. And that's why this is not play season and your time is up. So if you think religion is what's going to save you, I'm going to tell you it's not going to save you. Religion is not going to save you. Going on a journey of self-discovery, stepping outside of that box and clinging to God. Which is almost like saying clinging to the unknown so that you can get to know what you don't yet know. That is what's going to save you. So for those who want to turn their nose up at everybody that got a tattoo, but you don't know, my baby, is one of the emanations of God, has plenty of them. What is it said? It said that on his thigh is going to be written what? In this interpretation, it says, I think it says it's gonna say wonderful. He's gonna have a tattoo written on his body. He's gonna have something written on their body. So baby, if you got tattoos, don't think that that's not going to get you into the kingdom. God don't care nothing about what you do with your outside, because it's your inside that really matters. As long as you don't try to take yourself out, your inside is what really matters. So you can get into the kingdom if you got tattoos. You can get into the kingdom if you got one leg, if you got no hands, if you talk with a stutter, if you're illiterate. If you never read the Bible, before I even read the Bible, I was speaking the Bible. Do you hear me? Before I even read the Bible, I was speaking the Bible. He said, you are me and I am you. You are mine and I am yours. This is stuff that he told me that I didn't even know was in it. Before I even read it. That's the type of relationship. Because you know what? When people isolated me and they kicked me out of their circle and they said they didn't want me, you too strange. You're crazy. You're stupid. You're illiterate. You're ugly, or whatever they want to say to you, right? And they kick you out and they don't got time for you. This could be your own family that does it. They don't include you. But you know who does? God. I don't know about you. I never leave my Father. I'm telling you. So, like I said, for those of you who think you know not yet as you ought to know. And even me, knowing what I hold, I still have a lot of learning. Even though I do know what I know that I know that I know. So you got also, now after that, guess what else that I'm getting today? This is some good news, y'all. This is some good news. Friend, I hope that day that I told you to go put them applications in, that you did exactly what I said and you went to put them applications in. Because guess what you're going to get today, friend? I'm claiming this for you. You gonna get hired on at a job today, friend. You gonna get that call back from that job today, friend. You gonna get your inheritance today, friend. You, baby, you. I hope you've been getting it like I said, get it, baby. I hope you really took me serious and you went and put them applications in like you really wanted a job. And if you ain't did it then go do it today so that you can get hired on the spot. I'm claiming that for you. Go do it today and walk in that building like you know you ready for work. Go dressed for work. Today, friend. Today. Okay? Don't go in there looking slouchy. Don't go in there looking any kind of way. Go in there like you're ready for work. See what their uniform colors are, and if they wear a uniform, baby, go in there. If you're going to Target, baby, go into Target wearing a red shirt and some khaki pants. Go into Walmart wearing a blue shirt and some black pants. I don't know. But wherever you fit to go, baby, make sure you go like and look like, look, I'm already ready to go. You don't even got to give me no uniform. Go into that nursing home with some scrubs on. You don't even got to give me no scrubs. I'm already ready. You want me to, what you say? You want me to come back at 5? Okay, I'll be back at 5. You want me to work overnight? Okay, I'll work some stuff out. I'll go find a babysitter, but I'm going to work this out because I know I need a job. I need a J and an O and a to the B, okay? A J and an O and a to the B, okay? So, yeah, so get your head out that hole and stop worrying. Get your head out that hole and stop worrying. And do what you know you got to do for you because today is the day for what? Self-care. So take care of yourself, okay? So, yeah, I'm seeing, like I talked about with the foreign travel. Some people, they want to relax, relate, and release. Relax, relate, release. She might say relax, relate, relief. But I told you yesterday, in order to relief, you must first release. Let me tell you, in order to relief, you must first release because you cannot get the relief that you need. Okay, think about, now this is going to be gross, but for y'all know I do horrible analogies, but think about a sore and it's done pussed all over and it's causing so much pain, this blister. And it's so painful rubbing up against your shoe and you don't get the relief until you bust the blister and pour your peroxide on it. That stings, but still. You know what I mean? That's the kind of relief. You don't get relief until you release. Now, this could be relationships, right? Yeah, it's been so rocky. It's like things just been torn apart. Everything just going ham around you. Ever since this person came into your life, things just ain't been right. Keep you up in bed to where you can't sleep at night. Threaten your life so you'll have all kinds of fright. And all because that man or that woman came into your life. But in order to get some relief, you got to fix the problem and release. Get rid of the things that people, places, and things that no longer serve your purpose. And that's that lazy mentality, that lazy mindset, that inability to say no. That's something that you got to learn. And stop limiting yourself. If you feel insecure about something, do something about it. And what I do about it is I actually do the opposite that my mind tells me to do. I have to. Because my mind has a tendency to try to cause me to be depressed. And the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Yeah, 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 yeah. Victory is mine. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. The devil is a liar. Excuse me. But anyways, yeah, the devil is a liar. Okay, so but if you gotta like make yourself feel more secure by being more yourself. You're insecure because you're not trying to be yourself. You're trying to be somebody else, and you're comparing yourself to others. You can't do that. Trust me, you can't do that. You shouldn't compare yourself to others because, like I said, others are not going to get the genius that you are. You are a genius. You are a genius. And it's like you're trying to perform on a level outside of your geniusness. They told you no, but really it's you that should be telling some people no. Do the opposite of what your mind tells you to do. When your mind tells you to get out of bed and you know you're not where you want to be in life, you be like, I'm going to get out of bed because I got somewhere to go. I got somewhere to be. I got somewhere to go. And that's up off this floor. That's up towards the ceiling. And matter of fact, if that ceiling is a problem, I'm going to take the roof off. I'm going to take the roof off my situation. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to take the roof off the situation because it's limiting me from fulfilling what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, from fulfilling my purpose, from stepping into my calling. So you got to do the opposite of what your mind tells you to do, especially when you know who you are and what you are purposed for. So, no, I'm getting a lot about endings and beginnings, okay? Even though, and this is because the conception energy is here. But, yeah, I know I talked about that. But because the conception energy is here. And this is a lot about going on about, taking your life back. That's what I'm talking about. Feeding into yourself. Taking your life back. See, they thought you was done, friend. They thought you was done. They thought they killed you off. They thought they should destroyed you. They thought your spirit was never going to begin to burst in flames again. But you hold it inside you. You, boo. And they didn't know that your ember could still ignite. Baby. Look what you did. You brought yourself back from that. And I always knew you would. Yes, indeed. So they thought you were so foolish. But they didn't understand the wisdom that you hold. You hold a lot of wisdom because you have a lot of experience. And that's what I was talking about, those that perceive the assumed bad to be bad. But the assumed bad is not wicked. The assumed bad, sometimes everybody plays a fool. Sometimes, baby, play the fool. But many of them are closer to God than you think. Maybe even closer to God than you yourself. So that's the energy. So if anybody calling you stupid, dumb, whatever they call you, just know that you are who God says that you are. So get to know yourself. A lot of contracts, a lot of inheritance. I'm seeing someone getting at their inheritance. Like I said, that could be you getting your job today, but there's going to be people getting their inheritance today. Okay, go ahead and take that leap of faith. Use your mind wisely. You know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. And if you don't, that's why you need to take the time for the day to figure it out. Because today, the possibilities are endless for you. Manifest what you think you attract. What you think, you will definitely attract. And I'm thinking that I told you life happens in phases, and when you get to a certain phase, a lot of you want love, and you could very well get that love. Love is associated with the archangel Raphael. Okay, he works with the heart chakra. Okay, he, she, whatever you want to call it, works with the heart chakra. But yeah, so a lot of people are going to be seeking love, but you pour that love into you today. You pour that love into you today. See, for some of you, you've been gifted love from the day you were born. It's prophesied to happen in your life. You're wondering when, but it's going to happen. It's prophesied. But before you can get to that, guess who you got to get to? You got to get to you. Before you can get to love, you're going to have to get to yourself. Before you go get to love, you're going to have to figure some stuff out when it comes down to who you are and what you're here to do. And where you stand when it's all said and done. You will have to be balanced in yourself, because if you're not balanced in yourself, they'll come over here. They done did all their work and you just mess all that up. You just mess all that up, bringing them more drama than they deserve. Or the opposite around. The other one, that's why it ain't happened yet. Because they can't come to you before it's time, and you can't go to them before it's time. Everything is going to work out the way it should for your good, boo. For your good, boo. Okay? So get your seeds ready today. I talked about yesterday about consumption, about what you do's and don'ts wants to put in your bodies. What you do's and don'ts wants to put in your body. Okay, so yeah, figure it out, friend. But you can grow food on a balcony. You can grow food in your home. But if you're watching me, you're meant to grow something. Grow yourself, grow your food, grow your wealth, grow. Okay, internally and externally. A lot of music, a lot of dance. Energy. I'm also getting real estate energy coming in. So we'll hear news over the next 1 to 3 days about real estate, animal attacks, music. Something about the animals, flowers growing, nature, everything Mother Nature. You know, she brings in communication and creativity. So a lot of creativity and creative energy. I'm also getting the ocean. Pacific Ocean. So something going on in the Pacific. Do you believe in mermaids? I do. Oh, do I believe in mermaids? Do you believe in mermaids? I do. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing. Walking around on what's the word again? Feet flipping your fins, you don't get too far. But anywho, yeah, I believe in mermaids. You know, if you know like I know, you should believe in mermaids. Some of you might just be one. All right. But I'm getting something about, this could be mermaid sightings that I'm getting about the Pacific Ocean, or something about the ocean coming in. So we're getting ships, news. This could be, I don't know. Like I said, I see that something big is happening in the ocean, and I guess we're going to find that out, what that is, in the news on the next 1 to 3 days. I know we saw an oil spill that happened a couple of weeks ago, or sometime last month maybe, that affected the fish and all this stuff. But there's movement going on in the ocean. I can tell you that for sure, because over the last few days I have been getting ship. But I'm getting something bigger than a ship that's going to cause something like this is catastrophic. Maybe this is because there is rain coming. There's rain. Maybe this is hurricane. Okay. Maybe this is a hurricane, but something going on in the ocean. So I talked about the hive. Pier collapses at a beach. More things split and tear apart as I see torn, severed. This could result in earthquakes or animal attacks, severed, whatever energy. This is the energy that's bringing this in. Trump it visits a foreign leader or visits with the foreign leader. This is somebody this could be like the emperor of China or something, like imperial, something foreign, something high up. But I'm getting his or her majesty is coming in. This could also be Harry and Meghan. Maybe. Is that a name? It could be that type of thing coming in. It could be like the UK royalty. European royalty. I don't know, but I'm getting his and her majesty. Movement in like a swamp causing quicksand-like results. That's what I was talking about sand earlier. Or a complicated or unpleasant situation from which it is difficult to extract oneself. People get stuck in something. And I said stuck in the mud, but people get stuck in something today. So stuck in traffic over the next 1 or 2 days. Tomorrow is the day. Be in your house at a decent hour today and tomorrow. Shooting, violence, attacks. Today and tomorrow. A decent hour, okay? I'm also getting border activity. But this could be Black Lives Matter type movements going on or events. But I'm getting something that concerns Black Americans. Dance music, taunting, treating with contempt, hold in contempt, disdain, mockery, ridicule, insult, deceitful or worthless type claims. That's what I'm getting here. Is that energy here. On the creative side, though, I see a lot more people working with leather, and because I'm getting something about rawhide and leather. Maybe, there's a leather collection, because last time we talked about blue jeans, and this time I'm getting rawhide and leather. But I'm also seeing fog and ice crystals, so it's about to get cold again. There's going to be another snowstorm if it hasn't already started. I'm getting air, next in line, inherit, beneficiary, descendant. This type of energy we'll hear in the news over the next 1 to 3 days, or you yourself are going to inherit something. And this doesn't have to be a physical inheritance. This could be a spiritual inheritance. To where God said, I'm going to give you this, and now he's going to give you what he said that he's going to give and give you your inheritance. Okay. So on the home front, you got rent, you got lease, pay, employment, wages, recruit, enroll, enlist. Military activity coming up. So we'll hear something about the military. Maybe this is the military draft. Maybe this is the last time I said military draft. It was actually a football draft. So let me just go on and add that. Enrollment, something along that recruiting. So that's one of the things that prepare yourself, because, they say that, we don't want you in because you don't know who or what you identify as. Don't pay that no mind. Because the time is going to come, my friend, to where even those that they have kicked out, they're going to ask them back. I'm telling you what I know. But I'm getting Jim. This could be somebody by the name of Jim, or this could be a Jim and a crow. Because this is the energy that I feel, okay? Segregation talk. Energy, enthusiasm, stylish, elegance, grace, and polish. Even though it may be so, walk with that grace that you have given that you have been giving that if anybody doesn't like it, you just go ahead and walk up out that door, and if they in your environment, they can go. That type of energy. I keep getting him, edge, border. This is border talk, but I'm also thinking about the hymn when the woman with the issue of blood, she had the issue of blood was so long, and she seen Jesus in the crowd, and she went and she said, if I could just touch the hem of his garment. And so she went and she touched the hem of his garment, and at that time immediately he felt something go out of him. He knew, although there were so many people touching him, when she touched him, he could tell that something was going on with this woman, that her energy, I just felt her energy. And anyways, she got healed just because she touched the hem of his garment. See, some people have faith the size of a mustard seed, and they plant that mustard seed, and it grows and to their abundance. That's why you're getting your inheritance day. But some people, they've been struggling for so long that they say that if I could just touch, I don't need a lot. I just need to just touch. I just need to hear a word from you. I just need to be in your presence. I just need to know that you're there. I just need to get close to you, because I know if I just stand next to you, sometimes if you just stand next to him, if I could just stand next to you, okay? Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Do it. I get hesitation energy here. Don't hesitate on doing what you need to do. Follow your instincts. Go with your gut. But just touch the hem of his garment. Because while others are trying to just stand up and just push people out the way, I can imagine this woman got down on her knees and she said, I'll just crawl through the crowd. I'll just crawl through the crowd. I'm not afraid to get my knees dirty. I'm not afraid to get this garment dirty. I've been dealing with this for so long. It don't matter at this point. Sometimes that's why you go through something. You deal with it for so long that you get desperate enough to go to God. I know I dealt with depression and anxiety for so long that I stopped fighting my calling. I stopped fighting it. I said, let me do it. Let me go ahead and do it. Because this ain't it. All right, so I got engine, okay? So be the little engine that could toot toot and go ahead and get your blessing like I always knew you would. All right, compete with someone. She on one today, y'all. Compete with someone in order to achieve something. Contest, fighting energy. This could be wrestling. This could be boxing. But some fighting energy, multiple people fighting, this type of. That's why they say you want to be drama free. Focus on you today, because this is what happens in the energy. Fights break out, and so you don't want to be a part of that. Space talk, Soviet Union, space station, that type of thing. Radiation. I get ion could be sued for radiation. Rapid eye movement, dreams. You might have dreams tonight. Manager, anger, shooting, charge, people being charged, car chases, people focusing on their career. The wrath of God, yes indeed. Stimulation, this type of energy here going on. Make sure you have your vehicles registered or whatever you need. I get a lot of emergency room visits, and I also get something about chemicals. Okay, so overall, the energy coming in today is like some people feel like they need to be noticed. They need to be heard. They need to be taken seriously. And so when they're not, they act out. So stay creative, be original, and focus on your vision. although others may be strong-willed and strong-minded and aka stubborn. Don't be pressured to conform. Trust your instincts, and when spirit says run, run. If they say sit, sit. Follow your instincts and your gut today. I love you. And tomorrow, Google everyone. Hearts go out. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Hearts go out. Hearts go out.